You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from a listener. Scott Colesworthy is an outsourced lead generation expert, and here he is with today's tips.
Hi, Scott Colesworthy here, and we are talking about podcasts. Why do you want to listen to them, and a few tactics about how it can be a good experience for you? Well, the first thing is that, what I always thought is, I don't have time for this. I'm a busy guy. I got things going on. But the fact is, there really is a lot of time during life when you can listen to podcasts, and it makes the time even better, such as when you're exercising, when you're driving to appointments, etc. So when you're driving, if you don't have a fancy car, my wife's driving the fancy car with the audio system, get something like earbuds. I used to hate things that went in my ears. These are really good, though. I think, it's been awesome. So when you drive, it's legal. My understanding is, anyway, to have one of them in your ear, not both. And you can't do something like this while you're driving down the road. And this is way too hot when I exercise as well. When you start to get into podcasts, don't just listen to random things. If you pick one or two in your industry, you'll find that they will leading to other podcasts. It's kind of a self-fulfilling thing on how you find the content. So you really don't have to go searching endlessly. Other things I'll mention about people who are doing this is that if you're doing it in your field, the people who do these, they're all high performers. So yeah, there's pooches once in a while, and you recognize it pretty fast, and you just move on and don't listen to it anymore. But, you give an example of the podcast that Scott Ingram is doing. These are all really high-performing people, and I'm pretty much getting nuggets out of everyone I listen to, and it's led to a lot of other people and podcasts I've listened to. As far as what you do with the information, or what you do with the people, I should say, many times you'll want to connect with some of these people, and not to sell them, but to get inside their network and start to become a thought leader yourself. And when you do that, when you reach out to them on LinkedIn, I've never had someone cold shoulder me. They always connect. And if you really like the person and really want to get their take on something, you can probably arrange a 10-minute phone call. Most people are pretty receptive to that. And I think the only other thing I'd say is, don't just listen to podcasts in your field. Also do things that might stretch yourself. So there's a little variety. Otherwise, they tend to get stale, and it gets to be like work when you're just listening to the same stuff all the time. Go to some podcasts that are more esoteric, if you will, mind-bending, things like Tim Ferriss. It's a little wooey, but if you're patient, there's some good stuff. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. Jump in. It really is worth your time. Thanks, and good selling out there.
You'll find this tip in video form, as well as links to more about Scott, including his LinkedIn post with his own list of recommended podcasts, all at dailysales.tips/122. We've also started posting these tips to LinkedIn in video form with transcripts on the Daily Sales Tips company page. We'll put a link to that on this tips page as well, again at dailysales.tips/122. And this tip in particular might be a good one to share as a way of introducing more of your friends in sales to podcasts. In fact, the month of June is going to be Sales Podcast Discovery Month here on this show. And we've already started collecting trailers from a variety of different sales-focused shows to share with you. So make sure you're subscribed to the show so you don't miss any of those. Thanks for listening.